Today we kick off the new year with an NFC North matchup between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL. Two teams that have met at least twice a year since 1932. The Lions and Packers underway from Lambeau. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by a young man making his first NFL start.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Throwing to start the drive. McCord, he finds his man, complete. That's Powers.
Complete to number 83. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
To throw on second down. McCord. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Back to throw. McCord. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run the option left. Now the ball comes loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, he was having success there holding on to it on the option, but ultimately problems downfield, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and this is a tough one because you know you'd prefer to have your quarterback either heading to the sidelines or getting down at the end of the play. But you've got an aggressive one. He's fighting for extra yardage, and he gets stripped there. You don't need him to be a hero in that situation. You want your quarterback taking care of himself.
The drive will start with an option going left. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Throwing on 1st down. Samuels. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. On 2nd down now. Pickett, and he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down. Samuels. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. A nice completion there for the first down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week one. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team run the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Now a first carry for their fullback. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Samuels. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week one. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On the give, this is their fullback. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Samuels. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. A nice little juke. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Powers. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of length behind it, and that will tie us at 3-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
On 1st and 10, Samuels. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Now a handoff up the middle. Pickett. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. On 3rd down, Samuels. He'll buy some time right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And no return here. Where will they spot him? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw. McCord on the move to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. 3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. The Packers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Operating from the gun, McCord. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Now is the punter, Jordan Stout. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Samuels. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. To throw on 2nd down, Samuels. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Samuels. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the 1st. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the 1st round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the 1st round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top roll, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
Back to throw again. Forced out to his left. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Samuels. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up a 1st down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Samuels. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that 1st NFL start. And Charles, obviously they wanted to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this 1st month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course,
now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Packers pick it up. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
It's the pickup of 3. Brings up second and
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
To throw on third down, McCord. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Off the play fake. Samuels. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Parker. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. On first down, Pickett. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Samuels. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
They'll run on first down. Pickett, and he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, McCord. He finds his man, complete. That's Powers. But it's a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. 42 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. To throw on second down, Samuels. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. From the gun on third down, Samuels. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
Throwing on first down, Samuels. Going right side here, and that's complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Samuels. And he's got it. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series that helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers with a football here late in this first half. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. On 1st and 10, McCord. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man complete. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards.
But he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Operating from the gun, McCord finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McCord, he'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. To throw on 2nd down. McCord. This will be caught inside the 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back to throw. McCord looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. The kick by Bass is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey. And it's the Monarchs.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Samuels. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
And that's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
On first down, Samuels. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Operating from the gun, Samuels under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Well, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that's going to tie us at 13. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. To throw on second down, McCord. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a level shy of the first down marker. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Flushed, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to throw. Samuels. This is intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. At issue here, does the football make contact with the ground before he secured it? And I think some of these angles are going to give us a pretty good look.
Secured is the important part because the ball can touch the ground, but it can't be loose when it does. So that's what they're going to have to try and figure out.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll start out here with a jet sweep.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We've still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Tyler Bass goes for a field goal of 36-yard field.
The kick by Bass is good, and they have regained the lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And Detroit getting set to go now. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum that hurt.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Up the middle they go. Pickett. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Samuels over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
The quarterback keeps it
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
And the next gen stats tell the story as he was traveling at better than 19 miles an hour. To throw on third down, Samuels. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now he'll try to run with this. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Looking to throw on second down. Samuels. This will be caught at the 2. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Back to throw. Samuels. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. It's the fullback with his 1st career touchdown in his 1st career game. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. And, boy, that was a heavy set. I think they had 3 tight ends out there. The fullback, you knew what they were going to do.
Yeah, they weren't trying to fool anybody at all, were they? There was none of this show you heavy set, bootleg it out. Nah. Big guys up front, hand it to the big guy in the backfield.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll pass there over the middle to start things out. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one. It might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
Looking to throw. McCord. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Out of the gun now on third down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
On now is the Packers punter, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Lions will take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Now a handoff up the middle. Pickett. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. Off the bootleg. Samuels. They'll roll him out right. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he is going to have a Lions first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough. Now
they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Throwing on first down. Samuels. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Operating from the gun, Samuels. He's got a man, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Give him 32 on the play.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, let's throw air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Holding. Offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Back to throw. Samuels flushed out right, and he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. To throw on 2nd down, Samuels. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. So a nice throw there, and CD, I have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
You know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come with experience. But right now, we're seeing him handle the game, make all the smart plays, and the right reads.
The carry here for the big tight end. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. but the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Up the middle they go. Pickett, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. From the 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. On 1st and 10, McCord. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's the option going left on second down. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and...
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, McCord. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Looking to throw. McCord. It's a gain of 5, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Off play action, McCord. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it, I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
On 1st down, McCord. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Throwing on 1st down, McCord. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 10 more there and another 1st down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
On 1st and 10, McCord eluding the pressure right. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Tackle at the 21-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McCord, quick slant to Brown. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. To throw on 2nd down, McCord, and this one too low. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw, McCord. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So how about that? You draft him in the 1st round back in April, hoping he'll make some plays for you. And now look at this. Instant dividends. A pick 6 in his very first NFL game.
Put that ball on the mantle at home, young man.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead is up to 18 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Throwing after the interception, McCord. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. McCord. And this is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. McCord. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. This is brought in at the 21. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And they will take over 1st and 10. Detroit's offense ready to take over. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Second down and 8. Now a handoff up the middle. Pickett, a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. On 3rd down, Pickett. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
A gain of 9 yards.
Well, this was not not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Detroit, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.